My name's Miss Smith, and I'm here with Samster. We're going to be talking about gender stereotypes and how women have changed through the years. So, Samster, the first thing I have for you is, how are boys and girls different?
Well, depending on what we wear and what kind of religion or where we come from, depending on what types of clothes we wear and how we act.
Okay, so should boys have long hair or short hair?
Short hair, because blonde hair don't really have that much long. They only have little, depending on their mom and dad's DNA in them.
Okay, and then who can wear dresses, boys or girls?
Girls, because during weddings they mostly wear a dress.
Okay, and then Gabrielle Chanel, her nickname was Coco. She was a famous icon who changed how women should look. She was born in 1883, so this was a really long time ago. This is a picture of her. Have you ever seen her before?
No.
Have you heard of the brand Chanel before?
No.
Okay, so Chanel was a really big influence on women's clothing because she designed many pantsuits for women in the 1930s. She was one of the first designers to have women wear pants. This is a picture of a model wearing a Chanel pantsuit. How would you describe the way she looks? Does she look manly or feminine?
She looks manly because the suit makes her look like she's going to church, or looks like a pastor.
Okay, and then I have an article with some quotes from Time magazine that's about Coco Chanel. One of the important quotes was, she was determined to break the old formulas and invent a new way of expressing herself. Can you think of anyone else in history who kind of stepped outside of the boundaries and stood up for what they believed in?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Okay, that's a great example. He stood up for what he believed in. And the article also mentions that Chanel wanted to be different and be independent. What does it mean to be different?
Different means that you're different from other people and you do different things. You act mature and think carefully of what you're choosing or doing.
So after looking at the quotes from the article and the two photographs and us discussing, have you learned anything new today?
Yes, I've learned that it doesn't matter what a person wears, because we can't judge each other of what we wear. It's about what we do or different clothes we wear. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, thank you so much for talking to me. I appreciate it. Today I'm here with D-Dog. I'm Miss Smith, and we're going to be talking about gender stereotypes in our societies today. So D-Dog, how do you think boys and girls are different? What kind of differences do they have?
That the way, the clothes they wear, maybe sometimes.
Okay, so what kind of clothes do boys wear versus girls?
Boys, if it's in summer, they wore shorts and tank tops or t-shirts. And maybe in summer, girls will wear a skirt with shorts under it, or dresses.
Okay. Do you think boys could have long or short hair?
Yeah.
How do you picture them having hair?
I don't know.
Okay. Who can wear dresses? How would you feel if a boy wore a dress?
I don't think it would be a really big deal.
Wouldn't be a big deal? Okay. So my project that I'm doing is on Coco Chanel. She was a famous fashion icon who changed how women should look. She was born in 1883, so she was born a really long time ago. And this right here is a picture of her. Have you ever seen a picture of her before?
No.
Have you ever heard of the brand Chanel before?
No.
No? Okay. She designed pantsuits for women, so they look like this. She was one of the first designers to have women wear pants, because back in these days, women only wore dresses. So how would you describe the model? Do you think she looks manly? Do you think she looks pretty, feminine? How do you think she looks?
I think she looks pretty.
Okay. Do you think that she looks dressed up?
A little bit.
Okay. And then I have an article lastly, and one of the quotes was talking about Coco Chanel. It says, "She was determined to break the old formulas and invent a way of expressing herself." Can you think of anyone else in history that kind of broke out of the boundaries and stood up for something that they believed in?
I don't think so.
Okay. The article also mentions that Chanel wanted to be different and be independent. What does it mean to be different?
That you're not like everybody else.
Okay. And then so after looking at this article, our 2 pictures, and discussing, did you learn anything new today?
That she created new pants and pant outfits for women because women didn't always wear pants because I don't think they were allowed to, maybe.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks so much for talking to me. After talking to both of my students, I really learned a lot about how the younger generations are viewing gender stereotypes. I mostly expected them to say that boys shouldn't wear dresses and they should have short hair and they can't play with Barbies, but both students had really open minds, and I think that's part of the new generation of students. Showing them the different primary sources enabled them to put themselves in Coco Chanel's shoes. D-Dog was able to see that even though a woman was wearing a pantsuit, that didn't mean that she wasn't a woman or feminine, and she didn't just look manly. I think relating it to real life helps the students make a connection. So if I ask them if they could think of anyone that they knew that had changed society, because not everyone knows who Coco Chanel is and what she did, but one of my students identified Martin Luther King as someone that was influential, so I found it interesting for him to connect the 2. Overall, I was really pleased with my students' answers, and it made me feel more confident in the ability for the younger students to put themselves in someone else's shoes.